47 Eyewitness News in high definition.
Coming up on CBS 47 at 11, we're learning more about the teen who died after ramming into a tractor last night. Also, a pair of rock climbers fall from El Capitan, the latest on the investigation. And 3 men reunite after a heroic rescue.
Also looking at very hot weather ahead, triple digits return in your pinpoint weather forecast.
This is CBS 47 Eyewitness News at 11 in high definition.
Good evening, Dennis Valera here. Family and friends mourning the loss of 17-year-old Abel Lopez. Lopez died last night when his car collided with a tractor around 7 o'clock in Kerman, near Jensen and Trinity Avenues, southwest of town. Now, CBS 47's Angelica Leilani is here with us in studio tonight. Angelica, you spoke with his friends and he was just days away from graduating.
That's right, Dennis. Abel would have graduated from Kerman High School this coming Thursday, and his friends say it's a milestone he had been working really hard toward.
And come to find out, he's one of your patients.
Later.
Thank you. Bye now. Bye.
Friends gathered around a makeshift memorial to remember their brother, 17-year-old Abel Lopez.
And he was a brother to me. We would do everything together. There wasn't a day we wouldn't talk.
According to CHP, Abel was driving eastbound on Jensen Friday night when, for unknown reasons, he collided into the back of a field tractor. CHP says he had just returned from his senior trip at Magic Mountain and on his way into Fresno. Abel's friends still reeling from the shock of a life cut too short.
I couldn't believe it. Like, I was just in shock. I didn't know what to think. I still don't know what to do.
Just sad, trying to hang in there. It's devastating.
They say Abel enjoyed playing soccer and riding ATVs. Isaac Marmolejo says Abel was there by his side, supporting him last year at his graduation. This year, he was hoping to do the same.
He was the first one right there to tell me congratulations. So I was going to try to be the first one to tell him congratulations too and everything, but can't now.
Abel's friends say he was funny, humble, and will be missed.
He talked to everyone. Everyone loved him.
Now the crash is still under investigation. Abel's family and friends plan to hold a candlelight vigil tomorrow night. In the studio tonight, I'm Angelica Leilani, CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
Angelica, thank you. Noon 11, a terrible accident in Yosemite National Park this morning took the lives of 2 rock climbers. Park rangers say 911 calls first came in around 8:15 this morning that rock climbers fell off El Capitan. They've been identified as 46-year-old Jason Wells and 42-year-old Tim Klein. It's called one of Yosemite's most technical climbs. Park rangers are still figuring out how 2 climbers fell from El Capitan.
Both climbers, they were in a party climbing together. They were climbing on the route known as Free Blast. I'm not sure exactly where they were on that route.
The climbers are 46-year-old Jason Wells of Boulder, Colorado, and 42-year-old Tim Klein from Palmdale, California. After responding to the 911 calls, Park Ranger Jamie Richards says most of the day, search and rescue worked on recovery efforts.
So park rangers that are specifically trained in search and rescue and recovery came out here. They worked on recovering both of these climbers' remains and, making sure that they get to the appropriate location to our local coroner's office.
Klein was a teacher at Palmdale High School. I messaged a former student of his. She described him as a life that gave so much to so many people. Richards says she knows how close the climbing community can be. She says rangers will continue to investigate in the coming days.
This is a tragic loss, and we certainly hope to learn what happened, and our thoughts go out to the friends and families of both of these individuals.
Now, the Fresno County Sheriff's Office is investigating a drowning of a father and his 5-year-old daughter. It happened just after 5 in the San Joaquin River. A dive team found them around 9:30 tonight. The Sheriff's Office says it appears the 2 were on a beach-like area and may have stepped off onto a deep shelf. Lieutenant we spoke to does not know if either could swim and says neither were wearing life jackets. The search will start again tomorrow early morning. Now, after finding a man in a parked car, Greeley police now have a homicide investigation on their hands. Police responded to a shots fired call around 600 West Abbott Avenue. Responding officers then found a man with head injuries inside of a parked car. They conducted CPR on the victim before being taken to the hospital. Now, the victim died shortly after arriving. Now, if you know anything at all, please contact police. Now, the primary election is still days away, but Fresno County voters were able to get their votes in early. The county elections office was open till 3 p.m. today to give voters some flexibility in case Tuesday isn't convenient for them. The office does this before every statewide election. County Clerk and Registrar of Voters, Brandy Orth, says turnout this day is typically light.
We just want to offer that ability. Obviously, the people who have come here and voted today, it fits into their schedule really nicely, and we're happy to provide that service.
Now, election staff also started processing mail-in ballots. Orth says they have 50,000 right now of 250,000 they issued. Now, in case you don't know your polling location or if you're even registered to vote, look for this story online at yourcentralvalley.com. You're able to register to vote until Election Day. Fresno put its pride up front and center today. It was the 28th annual LGBT Fresno Rainbow Pride Parade and Festival. This year's theme, Raising the Bar, it serves two meanings: celebrating the bars in town for being a safe haven for the community and empowerment for civil rights.
Shows how we as a community will expect nothing less than full equality.
All right, well, Justin, as you can see, the weather was really warm today.
Yeah, lots of sunshine out there.
Too much sun, in my opinion.
Temperatures, they jumped considerably, and they're going to jump again tomorrow. So we finished the day today, Dennis. 96 degrees was our high here in Fresno. We reached 91 up in Yosemite Village. It was 94 today in Hanford, 95 in Porterville, and 99 in Coalinga. But temperatures are headed up. A live look right now from our rooftop camera showing 82 degrees and just a light wind. But from 96 today to 102 tomorrow, that's in the forecast. We'll go over all those numbers straight ahead in your full pinpoint weather forecast.
Okay, Justin, thank you. Now on to some national news. First, in Las Vegas, a couple was found stabbed to death at Circus. Las Vegas Metropolitan Police made the disturbing find after the couple did not show up for a tour of the Grand Canyon. Police says they were there as part of a tour group with multiple people from Los Angeles, and that's where they came in from a couple days ago.
Security did key entry, and they made entry, and that's when they did discover the male and the female deceased in the room. That's their protocol as far as once security was actually made aware of any type of incident inside the room, they cleared the room, and that's when we were called.
Now, police say they believe this was an isolated incident in one hotel room and does not affect other guests at Circus. Now, during his campaign, President Donald Trump vowed to rip up trade deals and crack down on what he considered unfair trading practices. On Friday, he held up on that vow when the U.S. imposed tariffs on nearly all imported steel and aluminum from Canada, Mexico, and the European Union. Those nations, some of America's closest allies, are planning to retaliate with tariffs of their own, and some U.S. manufacturers are concerned about a trade war.
We're inflicting some needless pain out on our farm families, and that's just not necessary.
American makers of steel and aluminum will get a boost from the tariffs, but it remains to be seen if they stay in effect for long. The president says he's open to negotiating new deals with trading partners. Now, back at home now. A heartwarming update to a story from last Saturday. Dr. Rashid Amira was cleaning his pool when he slipped and fell in head first. The doctor can't swim well and was fading fast when 3 golfers nearby jumped into action, saving his life. CBS 47's Megan Roop was there when all 3 reunited.
Dr. Rashid Amira thought it was his last moment on Earth.
I said, I'm dying. That's it. I'm not going to make it.
And jumped in the pool.
And it's a moment retiree Wayne Woods may never forget, seeing Amira underwater, frozen.
It scared me, you know, when I saw him actually. And to try and get him out is all I could think about.
Woods and Don Sandusky were in the middle of a seniors golf tournament here at the 13th hole at the Copper River Golf Course.
We heard somebody yelling.
Woods jumped the fence and jumped in, pulling Amira up onto the concrete, their friend Alan Ashley beginning CPR, Sandusky taking over.
He finally started coming around, and it's really a miracle.
1 week later, we got to see the men reunite at the same spot. Dr. Amira thankful.
Don't underestimate your capability of saving lives, because these people literally saved my life.
These heroes happy their hobby brought them to hole 13.
You don't even think about it, you just do it.
He's got a lot of people to help, and we helped him once, and he's going to help a lot more.
Megan Roop, CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
Now, anyone driving by the DMV in Fresno and Clovis today would have noticed it was actually open. On the first and third Saturday of each month, the Fresno and Clovis DMV offices will now be open from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's a move to help ease wait times statewide. Now, while the office is open, behind-the-wheel exams will not be given. Overall, 40 offices around the state are part of this effort. Now, coming up on your weekend edition of Eyewitness News at 11, a scam is targeting migrant workers. The red flags to look out for. And quite a scene in Old Town Clovis when a beehive fell. Now, first, we'll get a look at tonight's winning Powerball numbers: 23, 25, 37, 44, 64, and 7. And now a look at tonight's winning Super Lotto Plus numbers: 3, 11, 15, 37, 44, and 10. Good luck.